Spoiler alert, your work no longer speaks for itself. If you don't champion your own initiative, no matter how great it is, you will watch others take the spotlight for something you have already mastered. Every great leader, entrepreneur, or change maker had to master the art of persuasion. You might have the best ideas in the world, but if you can't convince others, those ideas will never reach their full potential. Imagine your ideas, dreams, and ambitions placed in an invisible auction every day. Some ideas sell instantly. People buy in, support, and invest in them. Some ideas get no bid. They stay on the shelf, ignored and forgotten. Now, what determines the bidding price is not the quality of the idea alone, but the ability to sell it. Steve Jobs and Nikola Tesla were both visionaries. Steve convinced the world to buy into Apple. Tesla died in poverty. One knew how to package an idea, the other hoped the world will figure it out. An idea without persuasion is like gold buried underground. It is valuable but useless. The best ideas don't always win. The best communicators do. Warren Buffett once said that the most valuable skill anybody can develop is public speaking. It increases your lifetime earnings by 50%. And this proves to be true, especially in this digital age where you have to champion your cause. A study by Harvard Business Review found that leaders who communicate effectively are 4.5 times more likely to be seen as high potential and promoted faster. According to a Carnegie Institute study, 85% of financial success is due to soft skills like communication and persuasion, not technical knowledge. The truth is, all great careers eventually become sales jobs, whether you're selling a product, a vision, or yourself. I can tell you from experience that public speaking is not about sounding smart. It is about making people feel something. A lot of people have reached out to me to teach them how to communicate and articulate their ideas and ideals. And this is why I have put together a paid masterclass on public speaking and effective expression to help sell your vision, inspire action, and command any room you walk into. I'll literally be handing out my blueprints for speaking. It is entirely online and it is slated for the 7th of April. The registration link is on my bio. Please remember, if you can't make people hungry for your vision, they will eat somewhere else, even if that food is not as good as yours. My mentor said to me, you don't know the exact meal that made you gain weight. You just kept eating. And I've realized that growth works the same way. Contrary to what you think, no single moment transforms your life. It is the little actions that add up, even in those big moments. Our challenge is that we want to monitor and measure every component of our growth process. Meanwhile, you can only measure progress in retrospect. And that's the paradox of growth. Our obsession with monitoring every step often creates frustration, because progress rarely looks like progress when it is happening. You don't see a single raindrop filling up the bucket, but one day it overflows. The most profound changes happen silently until they don't. Those who know me well know I'm always talking about compounding interest. One day I studied Warren Buffett's wealth trajectory. He started investing as a teenager, but for decades there was nothing astounding about his net worth until his later years. At age 30, his net worth was $1 million. By 50, it was $376 million. But by 91, it had grown to $100 billion. For years, the exponential growth was invisible. Then suddenly, it was undeniable. Compounding does not look like much in the beginning, but when it kicks in, it changes everything. Mastery accumulates in silence. A Forbes study on business growth shows that 80% of success happens after years of invisible effort. So, if you feel like you're not growing, remember, most success stories were invisible until they became obvious. Be consistent and be patient with the process. Nothing great started big. It stayed small for a while, sometimes a long time. If you only believe in your growth when you can see it, you will quit long before it happens. Keep putting in the work and trust that the harvest is coming. Now, if you want to register for my one-day public speaking and effective expression online masterclass coming up in April, please click the link in my bio.